In the first chapter of Luke, we hear about Zachariah and Elizabeth, who were both from the tribe of Levi. They were both righteous before God, blameless in His sight, but they had no children, and so they were quite old. And Elizabeth was actually barren, unable to have children. But God hadn't forgotten about them. And an angel of the Lord appears to Zachariah, and he says, "Greetings, you who are highly favored by the Lord. For the Lord has chosen you to bear a son, and you will give him the name John." So Zachariah and Elizabeth were very old, and this was a difficult thing for them to conceive, but not impossible for God. And so Zachariah is like, yeah, okay, how do I know this is going to happen? How do I know that I'm going to have a son? And the angel says, "I am the angel of the Lord, the messenger of the Most High. And now you will be silent and unable to speak until the day that this happens, because you did not believe my words, which will come true." Then the angel went and appeared before Elizabeth, and she conceived in her womb. And the angel said, "Greetings, you who are highly favored by the Lord, for the Lord has chosen you to bear a son, and you will give him the name John." And she said, "How can I have a son when I am old and barren?" And the angel said, "With the Lord nothing will be impossible. And here are your relatives, your cousin even, is going to have a son, and you will have a son, and you will call his name John." And Elizabeth believed, and she hid all these things in her heart, and she said, "I will give birth to a son, and I will call his name John." Now, when Elizabeth's time came that she should give birth, she gave birth to a son, and all the people around they all rejoiced with her. And they said, "No, no, 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 no. We have waited for this day, and you have brought us deliverance. For thus says he who sent me, John the Baptist." So the people wanted to call him after his father, Zachariah. And she said, "No, I will call him John." So they said, "It is good. This is a name of one of the prophets." And so his father Zachariah, he came to him and was filled with the Holy Spirit, and prophesied, saying, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel. For he has visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. You will give his people the knowledge of salvation through the remission of their sins, and because of the tender mercy of our God, by which the day star from on high will visit us, to give light to those who sit in darkness, and in the shadow of death to guide our feet into the way of peace." And so the people departed, and they all praised God, and they all went home rejoicing.